I'll never forget the sinking feeling in my chest that morning. I had woken up early, excited to check on my new batch of day-old chicks. Fluffy little bundles of hope, each representing future income and hard work. But as I opened the brooder house door, silence greeted me instead of their usual cheerful chirping. 40 tiny lifeless bodies lay scattered on the litter. Some had pasty vents, others were cold, huddled, and weak. I had done everything by the book, or so I thought. Good starter feed, clean water, fresh litter, but one by one, they'd gone down. That single mistake cost me over $60 in chicks, not to mention feed, labor, and the heartbreak. I almost gave up poultry farming that season. Maybe you've been there too, watching helplessly as chicks you invested your hopes in just fade away. And here's the truth. Early chick mortality is one of the biggest silent profit killers in poultry farming. Many farmers lose 10 to 20% of their flock in the first few weeks and think it's normal. It's not. Behind those losses are gut infections, dehydration, and stress that silently sabotage flocks. But here's where the story turns around. A fellow farmer introduced me to something simple, natural, and surprisingly effective: fresh aloe vera juice. Yes, that same spiky plant you've probably seen by the roadside. Within weeks of using it strategically in my brooding routine, chick deaths dropped to almost zero. My birds became more active, feed conversion improved, and they resisted the usual early brooding stress. If you care about healthier chickens and better profits, give this video a like, share with another farmer, subscribe so you don't miss proven tips like this, and tell me where you're watching from around the world. Because what I'm about to share can change your poultry journey forever. So why do so many chicks die in the first few weeks? The first challenge is their underdeveloped immune system. Chicks hatch with immature guts and very little natural defense. In Kenya, I've seen many smallholder farms where waters are shared between age groups, litter is reused, and temperature control is inconsistent. All these stressors open the door for gut pathogens like Salmonella, Escherichia coli, and Clostridium perfringens to invade. Once these bacteria gain a foothold in the intestine, they damage the gut lining, reduce nutrient absorption, and cause diarrhea. That's why you often see pasty vents, slow growth, and sudden deaths. Secondly, brooding stress is a hidden killer. Heat stress, cold stress, and handling stress suppress the chick's immunity. Farmers sometimes forget that day-old chicks can lose up to 10% of their body weight through dehydration in the first 24 hours if water isn't immediately available. This dehydration thickens their blood, slows gut motility, and creates the perfect conditions for bacterial overgrowth. I've seen flocks where the first deaths began just from not having clean, warm water in the brooder on arrival day. It might look like a small mistake, but it spirals fast. And here's the hard truth. When you lose chicks early, it's not just about the dead ones. Survivors often remain stunted. In one farm I audited in Kiambu, the farmer lost 15% of chicks by week 2, and the survivors ended at 1.3 kilograms by week 6, while feed conversion shot to 2.2. Compare that to another farmer in Nyeri who lost less than 2% chicks and achieved 1.9 kilograms at 1.7 FCR. Mortality and performance are two sides of the same coin. Every chick you save early compounds into better final weights and profits. This is where aloe vera steps in as an unlikely hero. Aloe vera has been used in traditional livestock care across Africa and Asia for centuries. But now poultry science is confirming what farmers always suspected. Its leaves contain bioactive compounds like achamanin, aloin, saponins, and phenolic compounds. These have antimicrobial, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and immunostimulant effects. A 2019 study in the Journal of Applied Poultry Research showed that supplementing broiler chicks' drinking water with 1% aloe vera gel improved body weight gain, lowered feed conversion ratio, and significantly reduced Escherichia coli counts in the gut. Another trial published showed that aloe vera improved villi height in the intestines of broilers, meaning better nutrient absorption. Think of aloe vera as a natural gut conditioner. It coats and soothes the intestinal lining like how we use it on burns. This calming effect reduces inflammation from heat stress and infection. The achamanin inside stimulates macrophages, immune cells that gobble up invading bacteria. Meanwhile, its natural saponins punch holes in bacterial cell membranes, especially gram-negative bacteria like Salmonella, reducing their numbers before they can cause disease. It's like giving your chicks a protective gut shield while their immune system matures. What amazed me most on my farm was how quickly behavior changed. Previously, my chicks would huddle, peep loudly, and pick at litter. After introducing aloe water from day 1, they became livelier, explored the brooder confidently, and started feeding earlier. Their droppings firmed up by day 3. That early feed intake is critical. It sets the growth trajectory. Research from Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization notes that chicks that eat within 6 hours post-placement have up to 15% higher final weights than late starters. Aloe seem to accelerate that feeding instinct by keeping their guts comfortable. So how exactly do you use aloe vera juice safely in your flock?
Hi there, my name's Peter and I've been raising chickens for over 10 years now. Layers, broilers, even some indigenous birds. Let me be honest, before I found this book, I was struggling. Feed prices were going up, antibiotics were becoming less effective, and my flock just wasn't performing like it used to. Then I came across The Organic Chicken Farmer's Guide by Dominic Ngafo and Mugweru Isaac. I decided to buy it, and I'll tell you something. It changed everything on my farm. This guide isn't theory, it's practical. It shows you how to use local, affordable things like garlic, neem, turmeric, aloe vera, even charcoal, to keep your birds healthy and productive. I started small. I tried the moringa and garlic in the water for a week. I noticed improved appetite, less coughing, and better energy. Now, I've built my own small black soldier fly setup for protein, and I'm using fermented feeds regularly. My birds are growing faster, my eggs are bigger. I'm saving money, and I haven't used antibiotics in months. The best part? The book is easy to understand. It speaks our language, not complicated science. And it's available in English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Indonesian, so anyone can use it. If you're serious about poultry farming and want to move forward the smart way, scan the QR code you see on your screen or click the link in the description and the pinned comment. This book worked for me. I believe it can work for you too.
Here's the step-by-step method that's worked consistently for me and many farmers I mentor. Start with mature aloe leaves, those thick, dark green outer leaves at least 2 to 3 years old. These have the highest axmanon concentration. Wash them to remove dust. Cut the edges with spines off, then slice the leaf open lengthwise. Scoop out the clear gel with a spoon. Avoid the yellowish latex just beneath the skin. It's bitter and can be too strong. Blend this clear gel into a smooth juice using clean water at a ratio of about 1 part gel to 4 parts water. This gives you a concentrated aloe stock solution. Now for chicks, dilute this stock again into their drinking water at 5 milliliters per liter of drinking water. That's about 1 teaspoon per liter. Start offering it on arrival day, alternating with plain clean water. I usually give aloe water for 2 days, then plain water for 2 days, and repeat this cycle through the first 2 weeks. This pulsed schedule works better than continuous use. It stimulates their gut without overdosing. After 2 weeks, you can reduce to once per week until slaughter age or point of lay. One farmer in Meru who adopted this schedule shared with me that his week 1 mortality dropped from 8% to just 1.5% in the very first batch. He raised 500 broilers and only 7 died compared to the usual 40 plus he was used to losing. He also noticed their average body weight at week 4 rose from 1.1 kilograms to 1.35 kilograms. That's the power of strengthening gut health from day 1. And importantly, it's cheap. Aloe vera grows freely, requires no synthetic inputs, and cuts down the need for early antibiotic treatments. Still, you must use it correctly. Never use aloe water that's been left standing more than 24 hours. It ferments quickly and can introduce harmful bacteria. Always make a fresh batch daily and wash all containers well. Also, don't use aloe water at the same time as vaccines or vitamin electrolyte supplements. Give at least 12 hours gap to avoid any possible interference with absorption. And don't exceed the 5 milliliters per liter dose. More is not better. Overdosing can make chicks reduce water intake due to its bitter taste, leading to dehydration. Now, some farmers might be thinking, isn't this just a herbal myth? That's a fair question. Skepticism is healthy, but unlike many unproven herbal remedies, aloe vera has robust peer-reviewed backing. As mentioned, studies in the Journal of Applied Poultry Research in 2019 and International Journal of Poultry Science in 2012 have documented improved growth, performance, and gut health in chicks given aloe water. A controlled trial at University of Nairobi also showed reduced salmonella shedding in broilers given aloe water. And thousands of smallholder farmers in Kenya, India, and Nigeria now use it with consistent success. This is not superstition, it's ethno-veterinary knowledge validated by modern science. Another objection is, will it replace vaccines and antibiotics? Absolutely not. Aloe is not a magic bullet. It supports immunity and gut health, but cannot prevent viral diseases like Newcastle disease or infectious Brazil disease. You must still vaccinate your chicks on schedule, maintain strict hygiene, and provide balanced starter feeds. Think of aloe as a natural immune booster, not a substitute for core disease control. Used as part of a holistic program, good brooding temperatures, clean water, quality feed, and timely vaccination, it multiplies your results. There's also the worry about withdrawal periods. The good news is, aloe vera leaves are not classified as drugs. They have no chemical residues. You don't need any withdrawal period before slaughter or egg collection. This makes them ideal for organic and antibiotic-free poultry systems where farmers want to avoid drug residues while still enhancing health. Looking back, I sometimes wonder how much profit I lost in those early years simply because I underestimated the power of small interventions. Those 40 dead chicks weren't just tiny bodies. They were lost time, lost income, lost trust from buyers waiting for birds. When I calculated later, saving just 40 extra chicks per batch increased my net profit by nearly 4,800 shillings on a 300 bird cycle. Because every chick that survives contributes to fixed costs like heat, labor, and space, meaning higher efficiency overall. So here's what I want you to take away from this. First, don't accept chick deaths as normal. They are signals of gut stress that you can prevent. Second, aloe vera juice is a scientifically proven, farmer-tested, low-cost tool to boost chick immunity and gut health. And third, timing matters. Start from day 1, pulse it through the first 2 weeks, and combine it with solid brooding and vaccination. That simple change can shift your flock from constant struggle to steady success. Don't wait for another painful loss to push you into action like I did. If you have aloe plants in your compound, you're sitting on a powerful natural solution that could save dozens of chicks, hundreds of shillings, and countless headaches. Blend those leaves, dose it right, and watch your chicks thrive. If this helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for weekly poultry tips, and share this with a farmer who needs it. Let's build flocks that live, grow, and profit right from day 1.